sides! No mercy!
September 1943. Vella Lavella, Solomon Islands. Palm trees sway beneath roaring engines. A formation of F4U Corsairs taxis across red dirt runways. The blue fuselages bear the markings. VMF 214, the Black Sheep. They were outcasts, misfits, men no one wanted. Led by a hard-drinking Marine with a broken nose and a score to settle. Together they'd become legends. Major Gregory Pappy Boyington, 31, older than most, leans against his Corsair, smoking.
They say we're washed up. Let's prove them wrong.
The siren blares. Enemy Zeros inbound. The pilots scramble, boots pound the earth, engines roar to life. The squadron lifts off like hawks from a perch. Above the sea, the clouds part, revealing a swarm of enemy fighters. The Black Sheep dive straight in.
Here they come!
Tracer fire streaks through the sky as metal and man clash in a death spiral. What followed was not a dogfight, it was a reckoning. The Corsairs scream through the sky. Pappy leads the charge, weaving through machine gun fire, his face locked in cold focus.
Split! Hit him from both sides! No mercy!
A Japanese Zero peels in behind him. Bullets tear across his fuselage. Pappy dives hard left, trees flash beneath. He loops upward, corkscrews, and locks on.
Got you now, you bastard!
He squeezes the trigger. The Corsair's 6.50 caliber guns erupt. The Zero explodes mid-air, its wing tumbling like a leaf. Boyington wasn't just a pilot. He was a tactician with a brawler's soul. He didn't just fly, he hunted. Elsewhere, Lieutenant Chris McGee is in trouble. 2 Zeros close in.
I've got 2 on me! I'm hit!
Pappy swoops in from above, unleashing a burst that tears one to pieces. The second flees.
Thanks, Pappy. Next time, don't dance so slow.
As the last Zeros vanish, the Black Sheep regroup, breathing, bleeding, but alive. They fought with desperation, because they weren't just outnumbered, they were outcast. And war was their redemption. Back at the airstrip, oil-soaked mechanics patch bullet holes. Marines swap stories and light cigarettes with trembling hands. Pappy walks into the makeshift mess tent. His uniform is stained, his knuckles bruised from a recent brawl.
Boyington, you were supposed to escort bombers, not start a dogfight. Tell that to the Zeros, sir.
The squadron laughs, but beneath the swagger is weariness. These men are patched together from transfers, misfits, court-martial survivors. Some barely know how to salute. They didn't look the part, but when they climbed into the cockpit, they became something else entirely. Photos of girlfriends pinned in cockpits. Helmets etched with nicknames, Reluctant Dragon, Lucifer's Lad, Thumper. One pilot stares silently at a photo of a fallen friend.
We're all ghosts waiting to happen. To the Black Sheep. May the devil take us last.
They knew they weren't supposed to be heroes. But in the Pacific, with hell on every horizon, they became exactly that. October 17, 1943, a massive raid targets Kahili Airfield. The Black Sheep lead the fighter screen. The air is thick with flak and smoke. Enemy planes rise like hornets. It wasn't combat, it was chaos with wings. Pappy and his men dive in. Corsairs and Zeros twist through the clouds. Explosions ripple through the sky. Planes burst like paper lanterns.
Watch your 6. 2 bogeys high.
A Corsair spirals down in flames. Pappy grimaces.
Damn it, that was Foy.
Rage boils behind his eyes. He rolls and shoots down 2 in a flash. On the ground, gunners scramble, unloading into the sky. The Black Sheep rain hell on enemy hangars. Tracer lines cross like threads in a burning web.
I can't pull up! I'm hit!
A Corsair crashes into the jungle. Silence follows, then more gunfire. Fury carried them. Fury and the promise that they'd be remembered, or not at all. As the smoke clears, 9 enemy aircraft are down. The Black Sheep return, bloodied but victorious. News of their exploits spreads. Newspapers call them Hell's Misfits. Radios buzz with Boyington's kill count. In 3 months, the Black Sheep shot down over 90 enemy planes. Pappy alone claimed 26. But glory is a heavy crown. Pappy paces his tent. A bottle sits untouched. His hands shake.
How many more? How many left?
Outside, a new pilot arrives, fresh-faced, scared.
You really Pappy Boyington?
That's what they tell me.
But behind the smile is a storm. The drinking gets heavier, the brawls more frequent. At the same time, his men revere him. He teaches them not just how to fight, but how to survive.
He's a bastard, but he's our bastard.
Boyington was fire, and fire consumes.
To the next one, if we live that long.
January 3rd, 1944. A raid on Rabaul. Pappy leads the charge. The sky churns with smoke and death. Somewhere amid the chaos, he vanishes. No radio, no parachute, just gone. Corsairs return with silent cockpits. The men search the skies. Nothing.
He's down. Pappy's down.
Back at base, no one speaks. The Black Sheep stare at the empty bunk. A bottle sits on the pillow. They feared the worst. MIA, presumed dead, but the truth was stranger. Boyington had survived, shot down and captured by the Japanese. He spent 20 months in POW camps, enduring torture, starvation, and solitude. But he never broke. Elsewhere, the Black Sheep continued, fighting without their shepherd, but never without his shadow. August 1945. The war ends. The camps are liberated. From the gates of Omori POW camp walks a gaunt, bearded figure, Major Gregory Boyington. He had been broken, starved, forgotten, but he came home a legend. Crowds cheer. The Medal of Honor awaits him, but Pappy is quiet, reflective.
I got medals, but I left my men behind.
He writes his memoir, Black Sheep, trying to tell the story the world forgets. The misfits who became brothers. A reunion, the Black Sheep embrace. Older, grayer, but still fighters. They weren't saints. They weren't perfect. But in the skies over the Pacific, they carved their story into the clouds with bullets and bravery. Pappy standing under the wing of an old Corsair, smiling faintly. They were the Black Sheep, led by the man who never fit in until he made the sky his home. They were never supposed to be remembered. Just a patchwork squadron scraped from the ranks of the unwanted. Yet in the furnace of the Pacific, they became immortal. Boyington, the bruised wolf who refused to kneel. His misfits who flew not for medals but for each other. In their scars, they carried victory. In their laughter, they defied death. They left smoke trails across the heavens, reminders that even the broken can rise. History calls them heroes. They called themselves brothers. And together, they were the Black Sheep. They were outcasts who forged a legend. Boyington, the wolf who never bowed. His misfits bound not by rules but by brotherhood. In fire they found purpose. In loss they found honor. History remembers them as heroes. They remembered themselves simply as the Black Sheep.